This little guy likes to counter surf. Can you see him in the shot here? Okay. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my technique to stop dogs from counter surfing. So in order to do this, you want to get, this is a regular colander, a plastic one. It'll work, but I prefer to have an aluminum colander. So you might want to go to Bed Bath & Beyond and pick one up. What you're going to do, this is going to sound like a MacGyver episode. And I'll tell you, there's a funny joke involved. So I was talking to a client who lives in Woodland Hills, and I'm telling her dogs did the same thing. And I was like, okay, well, it's going to sound like a MacGyver episode. She's like, are you messing with me? I was like, no. Well, let me just explain. You want to get yourself an aluminum colander like this. You want to also get a bunch of, not plastic bottles, but a bunch of empty soda or beer cans, some silverware, a piece of string about 2 feet long, and a bagel. And I told the woman, I'm like, doesn't it sound like a MacGyver episode? She's like, Henry Dean Stanton is my ex-husband. So she was married to the actor who played MacGyver, which I always think is funny. So basically what you want to do is you're only going to do this at home when you're at home, not when you're in the kitchen though. So I'm going to take the colander, this should be aluminum, and I'm going to fill it up with the empty soda cans and the silverware. I'm going to tie the string to the colander, and I'm going to tie the other side of the string to like a pizza bone, like a pizza crust, a bagel, or whatever it is that's your target. And then you're going to set this up and put it right on the edge of the counter, and then walk away and go do your thing. The dog's going to come in and it's like, I smell bagel. Comes over, and when the dog grabs this bagel, it's going to pull it down, but the string is going to cause this to fall, and all of the cans and the silverware are going to hit the floor. It's going to startle your dog. Your dog at this point is going to run out of the room. Now what you need to do is immediately, so don't do it when you're in the basement or other places. You need to be able to come in pretty quickly. Don't rush in and don't say a word to the dog. What you do is you come in, you pick up stuff up, you put it back the way that it was, and you don't say a word, and you walk away. If you don't do it right away, the dog will like get spooked and then come back in and eat the bagel. So what you're saying is when you get on the counter, a calamity happens. If the dog gets on the counter and you come in here and rush and chew the dog out and you're chastising or punishing it, it's not the method that I like to use. And it also teaches the dog, because it's validated and get the human's attention. But what the dog learns is, when the human's here, don't get on the counter. So I'll wait for the human to be in the bathroom or somewhere else, and then I'll get on the counter. So you might have to change the target from a bagel to a pizza crust or something else a couple times. You might also have to change the spaghetti colander to a plastic one, or to a plastic cup or something like that. And you want to do it at a different location. Do it here, do it at the kitchen table, do it anywhere he normally counter surfs. After a while, the dog's like, I'm not getting on the counter, because when I do, a catastrophe happens. And now we're teaching our dog to moderate its own behavior, and the timing is precise because he's the one that triggers it. And so we don't have to worry about being too early or too late. So these are my tips and tricks to stop any dog from counter surfing.